Queensland Police Commissioner Katarina has told the inquiry into domestic and family violence that she had been subject to sexual harassment during her career. Carroll faced scrutiny for a second day over allegations of sexism, racism, misogyny and assaults within the police force. Today on the stand she was emotional as she revealed she had been the victim of sexual harassment 3 or 4 times during her career. Read more. Allegations of deeply disturbing behavior aired at police inquiry a number of times throughout my career. What happened to these women exactly happened to me, she said. Carroll said she was the target of senior officers more than 30 years ago, early in her career, and she made a complaint about the first incident. Another time at that same station I was pretty well attacked by what I'd say was a sexual predator on my first day of training in that area. He took me to the forest and started taking my seatbelt off and I started running back towards the station, she said. The commissioner also recounted that during the 1980s she had a senior officer who kept pinching me on the backside every time she went to the watch house. Read more. Brittany Higgins describes details of alleged rape. However, she said the men in that station protected me. Carroll is being pressed about what action is being taken by Queensland Police to combat toxic culture whilst helping it better respond to external cases of sexual and family violence. The inquiry heard one officer admitted she knows of at least 5 colleagues who have been raped. Counsel assisting Ruth O'Gorman KC put to Carroll that sexism and misogyny is alive and well within your organization. There are definitely areas of concern, Carroll said. I accept that there are individuals of concern. I've always accepted that. The commissioner was also confronted with shocking examples of racism within the service too, particularly towards First Nations people. Yesterday the inquiry heard about a woman who was allegedly inappropriately touched before a job interview by a male officer. O'Gorman said during one incident, an officer walked past the woman and slid his hand over her bottom, up her back and onto the bottom of her bra. The files that we've got show that he walked without speaking to her, having touched her in that manner, into the interview room and then joined the interview panel, O'Gorman said. During the course of that interview, one of the other male police officers sitting on that panel passed this male police officer a piece of paper that said loose. This male officer, having sexually assaulted this female officer outside the room, then nodded in acknowledgement, yes. O'Gorman then said to Carroll, "It's deeply disturbing, isn't it? It's disgusting, it's predatory, it's unacceptable," Carroll replied. It was also revealed many senior officers accused of similar behavior faced little or no punishment for their actions. The inquiry continues tomorrow.